Should be live now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
How you doing?
How you doing?
And we're,
I'm okay.
and we're back.
We're back. Hey, we're back.
Yay!
Woohoo!
I think I
We're alive. No Memorex.
No Memorex.
The cheap George.
Yeah.
Hey Jay, what do you say?
Well, howdy.
Welcome
Hey.
back, Jay.
Thank you. Took me a minute.
I think we're rolling again. I don't know.
We're rolling. We just hadn't gone anywhere yet.
The wheels are still on the bus.
Now, y'all just remember, if you see somebody look in the window, just put a little vanilla extract on there. That way they look a little quicker.
Well, according to Hangouts, we're live, but on YouTube, it's showing that we're not started yet.
Yeah.
Or am I not watching the right one?
You're not watching the right one, I don't think.
Maybe I'm not watching the right one.
Says Good Friday live stream for waiting.
Cap letters.
Huh?
They're in capital letters.
Oh, man. There we are. Now I see it.
Yeah. GF and L is all capital letters. The rest
Okay.
of it,
It helps if I send out the right link to everybody else, doesn't it? Well,
Hey, there we go.
and 5 thumbs up already. El Camino, what's up, Matt?
What's up, Matt? Lonesome, Doug, Kathy, Hot Rod, Horse,
is it working?
go-karts, motorcycles, etc.
It working.
I don't see horse.
Horse is up there at the top.
Yeah. Oh,
You
well,
know, this whole time I've been trying to have input with you guys, and my microphone was muted.
Hey, I did that for 30 minutes one night trying to figure out what was going on.
I
Then when
know,
the live
I
stream was
remember.
over with, I looked down, I'm like, never mind.
I
I'm
was
done.
there for that one. I remember, Jay. I remember. But man, okay, never mind. I'm gonna go check the check.
have a cup of coffee. And don't forget you're on mute.
Welcome back. We got you on the spot. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Carter. I remember that show.
Yep.
I used to love watching that show. It had Vinny, what was his name? Vinny Barbarino, Horseshack.
Horse Shack.
It was Vinny, Horseshack. Brain fart. Dadgummit.
Hello, David Collins.
What'd you say, David?
Cup of coffee. Yeah.
Coffee, 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 Java, 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 Java.
No, I haven't had enough coffee.
Jamocha.
Have y'all ever seen that cartoon called Hoodwinked? It is hilarious. There's this one little squirrel in there, and he's wound tied anyway. And he's like, "You need to lay off the coffee." He goes, "Oh, I don't drink coffee. It makes me too hyper. It makes me too hyper. I can't do this." Well, part of the way through the thing, the guy looks down. He says, I'm going to regret this," and grabs a big old cup of coffee, hands it over to him, and says, "Here, son, drink this." You thought that squirrel was hyper or regular. When he hit that coffee, man, it was like putting nitromethane in a motor. You go from 87 octane to nitromethane instantly. It is hilarious.
Oh.
That squirrel was all over the place. Oh, Lordy, but what's everybody been up to lately?
I was watching this live stream. I was watching this live stream a little bit ago with these guys on there, man. They were hilarious, man. I wish I could go back and watch them again.
Is this deja vu or deja vu?
Groundhog Day.
Doug wants a cup of coffee.
Hey, Tractor. Lonesome said he's got some nitromethane in the shop.
Oof. Yeah.
Man.
Could you imagine putting Predator 212 on nitro meth?
A full shot.
You would have a chunk of melted aluminum laying there.
Probably.
That and the hospital bill.
I saw
Most
that
definitely.
Picture, I saw that picture horse of that wheel horse. It's a pretty nice looking machine.
Y'all killing me with these nice, with them tractors like that. And I can't find none. I've looked. Or at least none that's affordable.
The only other one that I've seen this week that looks almost as nice as that is the one that Harold posted from the museum of that Sears mower like Nate's.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Puller got a
Welcome
nice
back, Dave.
Hey, welcome back, Misfit.
Yeah, we couldn't stay away.
I
I think
found
we're working
a
again.
Cub Cadet a while back. With the it was kind of like the one Stacy's got, but it's just there's a few little differences to it. And all the tires were flat on it, kind of rusty looking and all, and the seat was gone off of it, but it was the rest of it and all seemed to be there. I'm sitting there like, yeah, probably picked that up pretty cheap, and I started reading through the thing and on it. The motor was froze up and didn't spin, and the transmission, they didn't know if it worked or not, and they wanted like $5,800 for it, and I'm like, are they crazy?
Welcome back, Fotia.
They probably had a real high federal tax that they had to pay.
I seen that price, and I'm like, they're crazy. You can get a restored one for that price. Probably less than that.
Yeah. Now, I've seen some of the wheel horses around my area for like $200, $150.
Dadgum. That's a long way for me to go to pick up a tractor, though.
Yeah, considering it's probably about an hour and a half from my house.
Yeah.
I know why that costs so much, because it's got the limited edition gonculator. It's propane powered. And it's got the top flight muffler bearings, and it's got that what you call it, that veg oil blinker fluid to hear about.
Oh, wow.
And it's got a Mr. Fusion.
The biodiesel blinker fluid. That's what it is. I hear Whitman Nelson makes that.
With a Mr. Fusion air processor.
Oh yeah.
Does it have a flux capacitor and a bat perch?
That's for the superheated air intake. Mm-hmm.
I'm in Southeast Georgia, David. United States, not the country, Georgia. What's that, Mike's how to?
It's not quite that Mr. Fusion heated air intake. It's not quite as hot as the Texas Pete's hot air intake.
Right.
Just make sure you watch out for the exhaust.
It'll bite you.
Uh-huh.
Hey, O'Reilly's actually sells a flux, or has a listing for the flux capacitor on their website.
They got a good sense of humor, don't they?
I'm serious. Go on their site and type in flux capacitor, and it has a part number and everything. Take it to the store, and they say that it's on back order.
Yep.
You know why it's on back order? Because all those guys that buy those Polaris slingshots have them right between the seats.
Yes, I've heard that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm making fried chicken in my kitchen, and Crystal's eating the good part of it. I'm eating the part that's most assuredly going to stick to the pan. I don't have quite enough oil. I think it's just going to burn to the pan, to tell you the truth.
Maybe not.
Either way, it's dinner. What are you going to do?
It's not live.
Good
It's not
cheese.
live running around your plate, so it's edible.
There you
Well, I went and got Mexican this afternoon because I found out my favorite Mexican food place has actually got a drive-through window.
go. Ooh.
I did not
Nice.
know they had that. I found that out. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting steak fries and a cheese quesadilla. I'm good to go.
That is hilarious.
They got a thing called steak fries. It's actually French fries with shredded cheese and strips of steak tips with some kind of spicy sauce on top of it. Oh my god, that stuff is awesome,
Jay,
huh?
what's the name of that place?
Laredo's.
We don't have that around here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might be making a trip down that way.
Hey, anytime you want to come down, we'll go out. We'll go out to eat, and we'll start building some stuff.
You know,
That sounds like a winning deal right there.
the next
Uh-huh.
town over for me is called Enfield. I lived there for about 25 years out of my life. All right. It was in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most restaurants per capita in the world. I'm not kidding. For a town of like 40,000 people, there was over like 200 restaurants.
Good lord.
It was insane, dude.
Why?
And we didn't have a Shoney's. But of course, this is also like 20 years ago. But anyway, we've only had like one Sonic around here for like a decade. That's it.
That's all we got.
For an area that has thousands of restaurants in a little tiny tight knit area, we only have one Sonic in a like a tri-town like radius.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 3-town radius. There's only one Sonic. Actually, there's only one in the state that I knew of.
That's gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
The closest Sonic to me is about 30 minutes from me.
Yeah, Connecticut is like really not that much fun.
Sonic is about 5 minutes from the house.
If you travel an hour in any direction from Hartford, Connecticut, you will be out of the state.
Huh.
The capital is in the middle of the state, like essentially like right in the heart of our state. If you travel an hour in any direction, you will most likely be out of the state. If you travel
the
west,
wrong way, you might be in the ocean.
if you travel west, it might be a little longer than an hour. If you travel east, you'll end up in Rhode Island and then the ocean. But you blink and you go right past Rhode Island. So go figure.
Yeah, Rhode Island's a little small place too.
Yeah, it's the smallest. There's only 2 states that are smaller than Connecticut.
Rhode Island is one. Hawaii is the other.
Delaware.
Oh.
Hawaii is actually pretty big.
Hawaii is like 3 times the size of Connecticut, probably. I don't know. I used to know all this stuff when I was younger. I have to look it up now because I'm stupid.
Hey, Jay, I believe Lonesome says if you keep it up, he's going to have to go get a 4-foot-long sub.
Lumps, don't do it.
Well, the town I live in now, the little burg I live in, the only way we can slow the semis down coming through is we have a train, like overpass train thing that a semi won't fit through, so they have to slow down and go out and around it.
There's a bridge that's similar up in Worcester, Massachusetts, and Dizzy's got at least half a dozen videos on his channel of semis that are stuck underneath it because they think they can get under it.
Well, this is like a concrete arch that the trains go over, and there's signs both ways for like 4 miles, low bridge, all this kind of stuff. And not so much in the winter time, but in the summertime, there's probably one a month that hit them. The best one I've seen was a guy that had a flat deck trailer hauling 5 razors that were stacked up. They were coming home from a mud bog, and he took all of them off the trailer.
Oh,
that was an expensive trip.
Yeah.
He would have fit if he didn't try going beside a car coming the other way. If he would have moved over to the center, he would have went through. But the car, he didn't see the car because it kind of drips down and back up. And as he was starting under, the car was coming to, and he had to get over. And he just barely caught the first one, but the 4 behind it, actually, he ripped them all off the trailer.
Ooh.
Yeah, David Collins knows exactly what I'm talking about. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Man, you cannot fit a semi under there. You just can't, dude. It's not possible.
when I was driving trucks, I thought I was going to wipe my trailer out in New York because I'm sitting there going long, and I'm used to seeing signs, clearance 13.6 and all that, and then all of a sudden it said clearance 12 foot something. And I went to hitting the brakes, and the guy behind me said, "What are you hitting the brakes for?" I said, "My truck ain't going to fit under that." He said, "Up here they go by curb height, not off the asphalt. You'll fit. We go under it all the time." It's like, all right. So I grabbed the gear, and it just did fit under it. But when you see them signs and it goes from 13.6 to like 12 foot, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll make you.
That'll make the pucker real tight.
Yeah, I was pulling Freightliner seat out of my butt that afternoon.
I'm sure you were, bud.
What'd you say, Scrapper?
I got one question.
Mike.
How in the world
Welcome back,
does
horse.
Swift stay in business?
Rafal. Hey, how
Do
you
what,
doing?
David?
How does Swift stay in business?
That I don't know because it seems like their trucks wreck on a daily basis.
My point exactly.
I haven't seen a Shoney's around here, DIY Misfit Mechanic. I just haven't. I'm sorry. I gotta go and check this chicken. I'll be back.
All right. Yeah, a lot
Check
of the
what?
Shoney's. I think Shoney's pretty much went out of business. There ain't none left as far as I know of.
No, we lost the one here in Danville probably 15 years ago.
We lost the one in Brunswick just south of us about 10 years ago, I think it was.
Did yours have more critters than food?
No, actually, ours was clean and did real good food and all. It's just wasn't getting enough business because of all the other restaurants around them and all. People didn't like to wait to have their food cooked. They wanted to go in, get it instantly, and eat and get out.
Now, I will say when we got to Danville when I was younger, Shoney's was really good. It was clean.
Yep.
And they had the bar set up. Now,
Yeah.
You had your hot bar, you had your fruit bar, and your cold bar with your ice cream and stuff like that.
Yep.
But when I'm going to say probably about 7 years later, they wound up being massively infested, and the food was walking out the door on 6 tiny legs.
See, that's just from the people at work there that wasn't cleaning up behind themselves and all like they're supposed to.
Yeah.
I always loved their breakfast bar. Oh my God. We had a Shoney's in Brunswick, then we had a Shoney's in Hinesville, and their breakfast bars were off the chain.
Oh yeah. Well, Shoney's when we first got to Danville, we moved to Danville, they had the breakfast bar set up, and I had my first bacon wrapped bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Ooh.
You talking about a kid in a candy store with a mouthful of bacon and a smile from one end of the building to the other. I was a happy little one.
we used to have it's the Waffle House is still here. I haven't been there in a while, but the Waffle House up here, we used to be able to get a hamburger or a cheeseburger on a waffle. That was good.
Ooh, that does sound good.
Yeah.
And the one around here used to make it was a waffle sandwich with sausage, bacon, and some other stuff on it. It was like egg and like all your breakfast stuff in a sandwich made of a waffle.
We're sitting here making ourselves suffer.
Good times though. Good times.
I went to a fish fry tonight, so I'm like totally stuffed, and I'm not even thinking about eating anything besides some popcorn.
Oh, you went to a fish fry and didn't invite us. I feel the love puller.
Hey,
Did you have the deep fried biscuits to go with it?
no, they don't do the deep fried biscuits up here.
Why?
What about
not?
hush puppies?
Nope,
No hush puppies?
nope. This is the North, man. They don't do hush puppies up here.
Oh, y'all don't know what y'all missing.
Well, I know what I'm missing.
Yeah.
It's just
The rest of
people
them don't
around
know
here.
what they're missing.
Exactly.
Hey, Happiness.
It ain't Long John Silver's is what Ed's saying.
Yeah. But yeah, it was $12 a person, all you can eat, and I bet you I ate enough for 4 or 5 people.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine that I used to we pretty much when I was driving for a company, we pretty much ended up going the same routes for about 2 months straight there. And he got telling me about one of the times he stopped at an all-you-can-eat catfish place. I'm sitting there like, okay. I said, I've been to them before. He said, not like this one. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, I went in, sat down, ordered all-you-can-eat catfish and all. He said, the first plate they brought me had 3 nice strips of catfish. He said, it didn't take no time to get them down. He said, I asked for another order. He said, they brought me a little old saucer like you put a coffee cup on with 2 little pieces of catfish on it. He said he looked down at it. He's like, what is this? That's your second order of catfish. So he put it on his plate, set the saucer to the side, went to eating his catfish and all that. He said he ordered 2 more things of catfish, and they brought out the little saucers and all. The second time they come out with 2, and then the third time they come out with 1 piece on it. He said he went to get more ask for more catfish. Said the manager come out and said, sir, that's all you can eat. Will you please leave now? He's like, that ain't an all you can eat place. He says, I still want more catfish. They said the manager looked at him and says, that's all you can eat. Please go. I'm like, oh, I'd been hot. I'd been mad if they done me that way.
Oh.
Well, there was a restaurant in the town I grew up in. They were only open for about 1.5 years, and every Friday night they would have all-you-can-eat prime rib and crab leg dinner.
Ooh.
Well, my brother's not as big as I am, but he can eat. It was me, my brother, and 4 of our friends that went in with all their wives, and we sat down and commenced eating that prime rib and crab legs. After the 7th round, the cook. I mean, it started out the pieces to be like 1 inch thick, and by the time we got to the end, they were like 1/4 inch thick. I mean, they would run it from like 5:30 or 6 o'clock at night till 9 o'clock, and we went in there like at 6. The cook finally come out and said, "Gentlemen, I know it's all you can eat and everything, but we've already went through over half of the prime rib we have cooked for the night, and we're not even 1/4 of the way through the time. So you guys can have more crab legs, but please no more prime rib."
Wow.
We understood, but it was just kind of funny, because it at the like the last 3 rounds, when the waitress brought the plate out, we're like, yeah, just go ahead and put us another order in. By the time you get that done and cooked and brought out to us, we'll be ready for it. So, but we ended up leaving her a really good tip, and went back, multiple times after that, and didn't eat nowhere near as much. But we did patronize them after that. But that night, we were all just like super starving hungry.
That is hilarious. Oh, I think Twisted is jumping in and out.
Yeah, his service must be pretty slack where he's at.
Well, that area he's in is, yeah.
I don't think they realize that you're David and Stacy is the other one that's popping in and out.
Yep. What you say, client? Welcome back.
Welcome back, client.
Hey, client.
I hope that daggone bad weather's done with for today. We had a few tornadoes around here, but hopefully it's done. It cleared up and the skies went to looking nice before it got dark. So hopefully it'll be a better day tomorrow. I can get out there and start doing a little digging for the foundation.
Oh, yeah.
So how much you got done to your building, David?
With all this rain?
Not much anything?
No. I bought the sawhorse. I went and dropped $200 yesterday. I bought another 212 engine, which was in the picture. I bought the 2-year warranty on it. Bought a set of sawhorses, the dial indicator, and a couple other small odd and end things. So, yeah, I've been waiting for the rain to let up and dry the building out so I can, finish putting up the wall sections and felt the roof.
That felting the roof and getting the shingles on is what's going to be the main importance.
Yeah. If I can get the shingles on, I'm good. Because all I got to do at that point is put a door on it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not doing a shingled roof. I'm doing a tin roof on it, and then I'm going to put a lean-to off the back that's going to stick out about 10 feet to park my boat and all under.
There you go.
And my extra mowers and stuff like that. And I'm going to have a metal rack on the inside. What you say, Harold?
Harold Fisher, how you doing? Hey, we got Craig Durbin in the chat.
Who's that guy?
I'm gonna type at him, and I'm gonna say hi. Hold on. Okay.
The typing with chicken.
I'm gonna say hi to Craig Durbin in the chat. You ready?
Craig Durbin, ain't that bear shaves every now and then, becomes naked bear? David, did you see what Twisted said?
Where?
He's on the Small Engine Nation channel. He said send him the link there. Send it to the Small Engine Nation, or add put him on the panel with that link.
Okay, I got to figure out which one it is.
I think I got it. I'm working on it.
You just sent it to me. Well, you just sent it to the one that I'm in.
No, I sent it to another one.
Okay.
I'm bouncing all over the place.
All right. Well, I sent you some information.
Yeah. Yeah. that's in another situation. So, hey, Power Man, how are you? Like normal, we got 20 things in the mix.
Yep.
And when it's done, it's going to come out like chocolate pudding. I don't know.
Oh,
What'd you say, Power Band?
dang it, Bobby. Hello.
Bobby. Ooh.
I'm doing pretty good, Power. Just
We're about like a double twin propped airplane with only one prop running. I don't know. Might even be doing some circles in the sky. It's always a good time.
Oh yeah. Did you send it to him in that room?
I sent it to him direct.
Power Band, I'm doing just fine. I made dinner.
Did you get any of the breading off that chicken, Justin?
The crunchies.
It didn't really come out as crunchy as I wanted it to. I think I made the batter a little too moist. Whatever.
It works.
It's still food and it's doing the trick. It's not like, it tastes good. I really can't describe it other than just tastes good. Some of it's crunchy and some of it's not. Is that good enough? I don't know what to tell you.
Well, you got the original flavor and extra crispy all mixed into one.
A little, yeah.
Let's see. SLC Farms. Hello.
We got Supreme Kamani as well. Welcome to the stream, fellas.
SLC, is that Salt Lake City?
I believe so.
All right, then.
Supreme says he's new in his family. Well, welcome to the family. Happy to have you. Oh, he says nope.
Oh, sorry. I don't have anything against Salt Lake City. I was just curious.
Saunders Land Care. Nice.
Oh, there you go.
I seen Peepers in the other stream, and I didn't see her in this one yet. Her and El Camino. I hadn't seen either one of those two in here.
I thought they were in here a minute ago, or a little bit ago. Let me scroll up and see. Yeah, Peeper was in here at 10:23
Mine's not going that
and
high.
10:22.
It's not going that high. What the hell's going on? Oh, now it wants to go up higher. Nope.
Thanks, David Collins.
Actually, it didn't go up any higher. It stopped at 10:39.
I'm not trying to make this chicken look good. I'm trying to make it look like it's in my belly.
Mine goes all the way up to 10:17 there, David.
Mine just always says 100%.
Yep, 1017.
Ow.
Oh, dang it. I missed them.
Hey, Paul. If you're still around. Sorry, buddy. I've been chowing down, so.
All this window swapping, I've been kind of missing a whole lot of chat. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, cool. SLC.
Laurenburg, huh?
He said he used to own the Fat Bottom Speedway in York, South Carolina until they got shut down. Now it's the Carolina Mower Racing Association.
Oh,
Heck yeah. check his channel out real quick.
Yeah.
Let me guess. Is there a little rivalry between between York and Laurenburg there? Nothing wrong with a little healthy competition, but you know.
The worst thing you can do is let a fly or a stink bug get a taste of Monster Energy drink.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. I've been buzzed like 7 times and I hadn't been able to catch it, little bastard.
Easy solution for that is put the Monster Energy drink in the cat bowl.
My problem is I finished it all before the little rascal decided he wanted to join in on the party and drink what was left over in like the little crease of the lid. Yeah, he drank it all.
Hey, are you done with this?
Yeah, it's gone. There's not a trace of it around the edge of the lid at all.
Well, pardon, I can't drink energy drinks.
Makes my heart race real bad.
No, it's not that for me. I feel a good pump, yeah, sure. But I think they're gross. I don't like them really. I'm not a big fan.
Gotcha. You must
They
not
don't-
like the taurine flavor.
They don't actually give me no energy.
No.
Just like drinking coffee. Everybody talking about, don't it keep you up? No, I can drink a pot of coffee, go lay down and go to sleep.
Me too.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it depends on what's going on. Yeah, sometimes.
I take my big blue cup of coffee with me to bed and sit it on the nightstand.
No.
It stays hot all night long. I'll wake up in the middle of the night, take a couple drinks, go right back to sleep.
Yep, I know people that do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, my grandma used to do that.
One of my ex-girlfriends, her whole family is severe caffeine addicts. They go through they burn out a coffee pot in a few months.
Mm.
Like, they have backups and backups and backups. It's ridiculous the amount of coffee that they drink. Well, anyway, a lot of the time, in the middle of the night, they'll be tossing and turning. After getting a few hours of sleep, they'll toss and turn. They'll get up, make a pot of coffee, drink the whole thing, and go back to sleep, like without even skipping a beat.
Dadgum.
It just depends on who you are.
I usually have a thermos of coffee sitting on the counter beside my coffee maker.
See, me, I have a tendency of mixing the Monster with Mountain Dew.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah.
Do you even have heart valves anymore?
No, it just flows straight through.
It's the Monster Dew.
He don't have a heart no more. He's a turbo in there. It just keeps pumping.
Yeah.
And eventually, it just circulates a little bit.
See, when I sneeze, then, everything resets, and then I have to take another chug.
Or when the whistling gets low, he just takes another hit and brings that back up to,
Hey, client, I'm sitting here nursing a 2-liter, and it's already about half gone.
Man, I used to sit there and house a 2-liter, and then I go get another one. I used to do that just about every day. A couple of 2 liters of Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper or something. It's got a lot of sugar and caffeine in it, and got ridiculous. So I said, no, something got to change, something got to give. And I I gave up soda for the most part. I drink it. I do drink it once in a while, but that's a treat. That's like, hey, I'd like to have a Mountain Dew or a Dr. Pepper. You know, hey, that would be cool. You know, and I can. I mean, soda's real expensive anyway, so like compared to what it was even like, you know, like 10, 15 years ago, it's like, oh.
I remember being able to buy a 16-ounce glass bottle of Mountain Dew for 69 cents.
I remember buying glass bottles back in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Well, when I drank soda on a regular basis, I used to like Jolt.
I remember that.
I drank Jolt for a little bit. I did. I drank Jolt.
I tried it. I didn't like the flavor of it too much.
How about a 30-year-old bottle of Surge?
Oh,
What's
yeah.
going on, Toolbox?
No, but if you go over to Skippy 62 Abel's channel, you know, LA Beast, he'll drink a 30-year-old bottle of Crystal Pepsi for you. Woo! No, he did. He did. He's the one. He's one of the people that spearheaded the bring back Crystal Pepsi movement. So they did a bunch of things to it. They added caffeine and everything to it, and they brought it back. It took a while. It took a couple of years, but he got it. He's one of the people that got it back.
What are y'all doing?
What's that,
all right.
Hot Rod?
Look, see now it comes up as Hot Rod.
Oh yeah. How you doing?
Not too bad. How you guys?
Just making it. Having fun tonight.
Yeah, Crystal Pepsi wasn't terrible, but
I didn't care for it.
We've been having all kinds of hangout nightmares tonight for some reason.
No, Client Graphics, I don't recommend that you drink a 30-year-old bottle of it, like, but you can go out and like buy a brand new one that they just, you know, made like a month or two ago, maybe. You can get fresh ones in the store. I don't know if they discontinued it or not. You might want to look it up on, you know, their site if they still sell it, but
I
it
think
went
that
back for a little while.
Hey, Twisted, try restarting everything manually. Just reach over, power it down, and power it back up. See if that helps.
The guy I used to work with was trying to get him to bring back grape Pop-Tarts.
Ooh,
Pop-Tarts.
we
Those things were good.
We deleted those out of our store 8 months ago.
Yep. That was his favorite Pop-Tart. He'd eat them every day, and they quit making them. He couldn't get them no more, and he was like totally just wigged out about it.
Oh, I bet.
I'll tell you something else I used to always like they quit with, and that was lime Kool-Aid.
Huh.
Yeah.
The straight lime.
I used to like the Pitch Black soda. If you remember that, when it first came out, it was a sour drink. It was a sour drink. But when they came out with it again, it wasn't sour anymore. And they still have it. They sell it in the Walmart right up the street from me. Well, way down the street, but it's like in a straight line. Anyway, Walmart, they still sell it. But it's not the sour kind. It's sweet and it's grape and it's delicious, but it's not sour. I was greatly disappointed.
There's a way to fix that, though.
Yeah, I could sprinkle some sour mix in it.
Yep.
Well,
Or you can take the little sour candies, like the lemon head,
yeah.
and sit there and let them dissolve in it.
Myself, I'm kind of a fan of the orange juice, grenadine, and a guava juice mixture.
Ooh. Put that back there in the water section in Walmart.
No, that's kind of an adult beverage. Or
We call that the polar bear pull your hair.
Well, the
Okay.
water section in our store is linked with the beer and the liquor and the nut.
That is a tequila sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
I used to catch a lot of flack sitting at the bar drinking, and people would say, "Oh, it's a girly drink. That's a girly drink." Until they have one, and it's the bar that I used to go to would use a double shot of tequila, a double shot of grenadine, and then top it off with orange juice. And I would drink one of those for every beer that everybody else is drinking.
Oh, good Lord.
And-
That's overkill.
And they,
I would kill a bottle of tequila in a night.
and they carry you out to the car.
Then they
Nope.
pour you into a bed.
Nope. I would walk out of the bar.
Better man than me. Which I wasn't really a heavy drinker. Well, I was for a little bit there, and then it got to costing too much.
Yep.
It got to the point. It got to the point there for a while. I would actually get a headache before I got a buzz. I would get the hangover before I got buzzed.
Yeah, that's a good sign too. I'll walk away from it.
So now I just have one or two here and there, and two New Year's Eves ago, I did kill a bottle of tequila myself, but it took me 12 hours to do it.
I got a question for you there, Fuller. You see that sign over your shoulder?
How
much you reckon it would cost me to get one of them?
Postage stamp or whatever one of those mailing tubes are that I can roll it up in.
Okay. Hit me up after the stream.
Okay. It's just a ledger size piece of paper from a color printer.
Okay.
It's nothing special. I was just goofing around one day at work, and that's the biggest paper we had, and I wanted to see if it actually print out clear, where it looked actually nice, and it actually did. So
You could take that and put it in a picture frame and all, and it'd be awesome.
Ed,
Mm-hmm.
is that a Charmin bear up on your up there?
No,
Up
he
above-
killed.
Yeah,
up above the small engine?
the cartoon bear. Yeah, is that a Charmin bear?
No, it's just a bear with a magnifying glass looking at a
Okay, it's
butterfly.
just a
Or no.
curious young bear. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. No, it's a little inch. I guess he's looking at a little inchworm.
Okay.
Or trying to cook one.
Maybe.
Ooh, fried worms.
That actually came from a teacher friend of mine. She was closing out her classroom. She taught grade school, and she knew I liked bears, and she had that. She was a teacher for almost 30 years, and she had that on her wall the whole time. And she gave it to me when she retired.
Cool.
Yeah. People send me bear things once in a while. My grandmother went out of her way to go and make those personalized mail labels, and she chose the baby bear option.
Wow.
Crystal calls me Justin Bear all the time. I'm not kidding.
Well, my entertainment center in my living room, it's about 4.5 foot long, and then however deep one of the old style entertainment centers are. The whole top of it is nothing but bear figurines and all that kind of stuff. The wall behind it has all kinds of bear stuff on it.
We don't have bear stuff like that here, but there are a lot there are an inordinate amount of teddy bears here.
Hey, Jessica.
I got those all packed away. I've got old expensive ones.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're just
crazy amounts of bear stuff.
yeah.
Years. Oh boy. Yep.
And now imagine a bear getting a biohazard tattoo.
You know, I did. Somebody sent me a card for my birthday that had bears on it. Either that or it was Christmas. No, it was my birthday. Just recently, somebody sent me
Back in March.
I took them all down already, but they were up on my cabinet a little while ago.
I remember seeing them. Yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, y'all hold on for a minute. Y'all continue on.
All right.
You can check out, but you can never leave.
That's right.
Oh. Sounds like YouTube. Check me out on YouTube. You'll never leave.
What are you doing, Jessica?
Hi, Jessica. How are you tonight?
Hi, Jessica.
Jessica Griffin.
Oh.
I ate too much breading.
You're back on playing WoW again. I got you. Our usual Friday night, acting crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, a little bit.
I know one thing. I'll be glad when all this bad weather get out of here. Give us at least a week of normal weather.
Like July weather.
Maybe.
I don't hold my breath on the weather, but I love
Yeah,
it.
but I got too much stuff I got to do outside, and this weather's messing me all up on getting it completed.
Well, when I left the house this morning to go to breakfast, it was kind of sprinkling, and I thought it was going to be a rainy day all day long. I come out from having breakfast, and it wasn't sunny, but it wasn't raining, and it didn't rain here until like 3:00 in the afternoon. It would spit a few drops here and there, but nothing, not even enough to wet the ground.
Oh, it flooded here.
Yeah. Well, that what you guys were having was coming right up towards me, and it was luckily it was breaking up and after it got here. But now tomorrow they're calling for rain all morning and then clear in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We get
I should have done my outside stuff this morning and not planned on doing it tomorrow.
We get a lot of the weather you get, and Ed, and a lot of the weather that you get, Jay. But it all converges. Like, here's Connecticut. Here's one storm front that comes in, and here's the southern storm front that comes in, and then here's the north one that comes in. Pow! It's like a triple freaking sucker punch.
Well, the funny thing is, I got to get out there and use your manual backhoe most of the day tomorrow. That's going to be lovely.
What are you digging up?
I'm digging up the grass and all that to put in a 22 by 26 concrete slab. And I got to get all the prep work done and then put the form in, get everything level and all, so it can be poured as soon as possible.
Gotcha.
And all my help, it kept saying, "Yeah, when you get ready, you got the stuff and all, we'll come over and help you knock that out real quick." They've been MIA for over a week now.
It's funny how that happened.
Ain't it though?
So you got friends like that too?
Yeah.
What are friends?
I got out there and started pulling measurements and all, and where the shop's going to be sitting at. I got one spot that's got palmetto roots in it, so that's going to be fun digging them things up.
We got what roots?
Palmettos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, have you ever seen the root system on them?
No, but I've seen what they are on the top, and that's kind of a cool looking plant. It's just
but the root system looks like a giant caterpillar with legs everywhere. That's hard to dig up.
Yeah, pain in the butt. You ever dig out a lilac stump?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lanta.
That's where you get somebody with a backhoe in there and just like, dig this up for me.
Oh no. My uncle decided that he was gonna freaking, make
Transplant it.
My uncle decided he was gonna make me do it with a dull axe and a spade.
Oh, lovely. What say, Jerry? This and that.
I got it done. I wasn't happy about it, but I got it done.
Yeah.
I was filthy. I sweat, and I was covered with goo because the dirt and sweat just turns into mud on you. And I stank like 1,000 bags of onions and freaking just. Yeah, good day.
Yeah, pretty much the way I'm gonna have tomorrow, most likely.
Of course, I was like 16 years old, so yeah, okay. A 16-year-old Captain Jerk can handle that. I tried to do that now. I'd take the axe and be like, run.
Look at the axe and look at the person that wants you to do the work. Say,
run away.
This is not going to get planted where you want it to.
Here's Justin.
I promise I won't use the sharp side.
Cut your heart out with a spoon.
Oh man.
Oh, that was on
it reminds me of that
was
video.
on Robin Hood, wasn't it?
Hold on. I gotta show it to you now. I gotta show it to you now because I thought of it.
Hey, Puller, wasn't that on Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
Uh,
I'll cut your heart out with a dull spoon. He's like, a dull spoon? Yeah, it'll hurt worse.
It was on. It was on Princess Bride. Yeah, Princess Bride.
Was it?
I believe so. I think that's the one it was on.
Okay. When any of you have an extra, 10 minutes or so to, watch something, I'm going to put a link in the chat for a movie that y'all should watch. Okay? It is called The Horribly Slow Murderer with the Extremely Inefficient Weapon by Richard Gale from the Richard Gale Films YouTube channel. It's a worthy watch. Here it is. I'm going to put in the title of the video as well. Here we go.
Is that anything like that movie? A B-rate movie? It might have been a C-rate movie. I seen a long time ago called Rubber, about a tire that went around killing people. Just an empty tire.
No, this is better. It's along the same lines, but no, this is better, and it's older. It's older than that one.
I seen the thing for that, and I was reading it, and it says telling about it goes around killing people, and I'm like, I know it's going to be stupid, but I have to watch it to see how stupid it is.
Wasn't it like a satanic tire or something like that?
It looked like a regular car tire, and it was rolling around killing people.
Yeah, I think
and
I've
it wouldn't
seen
do nothing to you unless you actually talk bad about it or whatever, or something. Something triggered it, and it would start killing people. And I'm sitting there dying, laughing.
Yeah, I put the link in the chat there. If yeah. I hope that some of y'all will take a look and check it out. Oh, take it easy, Toolbox.
Have a good one,
Hey,
Toolbox.
hey, feel free to click that link and check out that video that I just the link to that video that I just posted. It's a worthy watch, I'm telling you. You will not regret it. I'm not being sarcastic either. It is actually pretty cool. I enjoy it. I watch it. I try to watch it at least once a year. It's been around since 2009, so it's a 10-year YouTube classic. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, and it's hilarious.
That's the scary part.
No, it's hilarious. No, Jared, it's okay, buddy. But don't worry. I might seem like there's some hidden levity there. It's because I'm excited for people to watch this movie. I really do like it. Okay, it is one of my favorite YouTube videos. Okay, it's only 10 minutes. It's not gonna kill you. It's not one of those like, oh, is this like The Ring? If I click on this, it's gonna kill me.
That's what I was.
This video like 100 times. Come on.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is it the Ring movie?
No.
The Ring and The Grudge were two movies that was. I just sat there and I was like, really?
Okay.
Really?
For Japanese culture, you would have to if you want to understand Japanese culture, you would have to be open to learning about it. And I'm not talking about facts and figures and things. I'm talking about the mindset of the Japanese people and their character and their heritage and the way that the Japanese mind works in their society. You think that thought process, a lot of people think, not just you, but a lot of people think that thought processes are just thought processes. It doesn't matter. Well, the way that we react to things is far different than the way that Muslims react to things, or the Japanese people react to things, or the French people react to things. Like what might trigger one of them to freaking be like, "Oh, great insult to me," might just be like, nose pick to us, like whatever, We don't know what's going to trigger other people all the time. Even in America, like, what triggers you? Well, do we really want to push those buttons? So, but knowing the way that the people's minds of Japanese culture really work and the way that they think about things, like their knee-jerk reactions to things is not the only thing that we need to know,
Yeah.
It's also like the connections that they make. Like you see a bowl of rice, we see a part of a meal while they might see a complete meal.
Yeah.
Or maybe a bowl of rice with a little bit of soy sauce or a sprig of parsley or however they eat it. Or a rice ball that's wrapped in a kelp leaf or something, like one of those seaweed wraps or something,
Hey, Stacy.
And they consider that to be a light lunch.
What's you say, Unboxed Warehouse?
At least you made it back.
Unboxed Warehouse, how you doing?
Yeah,
we got again, Stacy.
I moved across the parking lot.
Wasabi and rice. Yeah, man. Yeah. See, and this is the way that we think about things. Like Americans start talking about food, and we're like, yeah, this and that and this and that, and it gets more delicious as the conversation goes on. And then at least half of us are going to go up and get a snack. Once the conversation is over, the live stream's completed, half of us are going to get a snack. That's a fact.
I don't wait for the live stream to be over.
Well, yeah, sometimes.
He keeps the popcorn beside him.
Hell yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Popcorn and coffee.
Well, see, I've got the white cheddar popcorn waiting in the other room.
Oh, yeah. I just ate cookies, though. every time somebody mentions a food item, my stomach goes, it like starts like convulsing.
Frogger says he's eating Thin Mints. That's just teasing, Frogger. That's just teasing.
No, I'm okay with Thin Mints. It's fine. Oh, this mint. Eat this mint. It's a very thin mint.
Andy's Thin Mints.
You eat them all the time.
Oh yeah.
Andy's,
I remember the cherry flavored ones where they come out with.
I don't think I ever had cherry ones.
They're good.
We got a store here that sells mint thins, and they're identical to the Girl Scout Thin Mints.
oh yeah.
Ooh.
I don't go down the cookie aisle.
So, do they also have Lagatongs?
Oh God.
I think they have all the Girl Scout flavors.
I have to state for the record, I know I said this earlier, but I have to make sure that you guys understand me correctly. I ate way too much breading.
Mm.
I ain't had Girl Scout cookies in, God. I don't even remember the last time I had any Girl Scout cookies.
It's been
It's been like maybe a year or two.
Oh, it's been a lot longer than that for me.
it's been at least 8 for me.
Man, my family, I remember they were so obsessed with them. Oh no, we gotta, like, my 2 cousins were Girl Scouts, right? So, oh no, we gotta buy like 10 boxes of each from these girls, and I'm like, I love Girl Scout cookies, but 10 boxes, like, and they would all chip in on, paying the bill for this and like getting them, their sales and whatever. And I'm like, really? Oh, does anybody remember the stupid thing with the selling the damn candy bars in school?
Oh yes.
Man, I still owe those people so much money.
Let me guess, you get the candy bars and start eating them and forget to make the money
Oh
off
my
them.
God, did I? Oh my God. I wasn't a fat kid for nothing, man. I weighed 250 pounds when I was like 14. Come on. Jeez.
I quit buying Girl Scout cookies because now there's like housekeepers at work, and there's like 5 of them that have daughters that are in Girl Scouts, and they put all the sheets out on the tables in the break room, and it's like, I'm not paying $5 a box from 5 people. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Night Strix, how you doing?
Which one's single? Are any of them single? That's the one you buy from.
No, none of them are single.
What's say, Night? Kiwi?
Kiwi, how you doing? Night Strix, how you doing?
You signal a little better now.
Kiwi or Kylie?
He's deep in thought, looks like.
What happened?
The hot dog jumped over the moon to land in the bun with all the toppings on it.
Night, Clint. Have a good one, buddy.
Later, client.
No, I did that last night. And I
Night,
paid the
Clint.
price. My stomach yelled at me all night after I ate those hot dogs.
Huh.
And I repeat, my stomach was yelling at me. No, I've been treating myself like absolute garbage for the last 2 days because I've been eating fried foods, and I gotta stop. I'm glad I'm out of oil at this point. Once in a while, I go on this kick where I have to have everything like breaded and deep fried. So I gotta stop that.
Oh, so you're cooking fair food. Everything's fried.
I know, but I gotta stop it.
Fried pickles, fried Snickers, fried ice cream.
I love you, Jay. Please stop that.
Fried Oreos.
I'm not a huge fan of Oreos. I do like them, but they're not my favorite. So, yeah,
Did somebody say Fruit Loops?
yeah, we called you. What's up? Aw.
Yeah.
Lordy.
See,
I like the homemade fried potatoes.
I never really got exposed to that whole fried phenomenon thing. You know, I've had a bunch of different things fried, sure. You know, deep fried pickles and whatever and things, but never I never had a deep fried stick of butter. I never had a deep fried candy bar and things like. No, I never had it.
I never had deep fried candy bar, ice cream, any of that stuff.
I've had deep fried ice cream in a restaurant one time. That was interesting.
We lost Dad.
I was sharing it with somebody, so it was it was interesting.
What's say, Chris?
Deep fried Twinkies. Chris Jericho.
We went to this place called Wooster Street Pizza, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we got batter dipped fried pickles. That was cool.
Welcome back, Puller.
Very interesting.
Hey.
Hit the wrong button again?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Of course.
I
I got to do at least once a live stream.
I do that a lot.
Chris Jericho, the lead singer of Fozzy.
Oh,
If you don't
Wasn't
believe
he on
me,
the
look
Muppet?
it up. He's the lead singer of a band.
Wasn't Chris Jericho a wrestler?
Yeah, he was.
Wasn't he on the Muppet? Wasn't
Yeah.
Fozzy on the Muppet?
Hang on.
This one time at chat camp.
Yeah, go on. Please, I'm so interested in what you have to say.
This one time, I got a bunch of these from Captain Jerk.
Right? So the band is also known as Fozzy Osbourne.
oh boy.
Okay.
Rawr, rawr, rawr,
Was that a kumquat?
rawr. This one.
Oh, orange thing. Was that a kumquat?
Okay, we're like at the top of the mountain now. We're going to start descending.
We've already descended as low as we're going to get.
Oh, no. I've seen it get lower.
All right, I've got one too.
Where's Axl Rose, Justin?
Welcome to the jungle. What?
Where's your Axl Rose skull?
What do you mean?
You have to name one of them Axl Rose.
Why? I suppose I have to name one of them Izzy and one of them named Duff.
No, just Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah, but Axel's still alive. I can name one of them Dio and have that be the truth.
It's not Axl anymore. It's AC/DC. It's not Axl.
Well, he's not Brian Johnson. He's Axel.
He's not Axl F though. So
Oh, no, of course he's not Axel. F. Axl Rose. What was his original name? Birth name, William Bruce Rose Jr. So his name is actually Billy.
is he a wet Willie? I don't know.
Oh, it's Billy. Oh, Billy.
I'm still trying to figure out how they get Billy out of William.
I've
Bill.
never understood that either.
Or how do they get Dick out of Richard?
That's an English thing.
I'm like,
Jay, do you really need me to explain the birds and bees to you?
I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
I was
We're gonna
gonna
keep
let
it.
that
We're
be
gonna
a-
keep it legit tonight.
I was going to let that be a way homer. That's all. Anyway,
Hey,
All
Jerry.
right. That right rear wheel starting to wobble a little bit now.
The lug nuts have loosened on that one.
my trailer hitches just snapped right off. Off the rails, out of control. Goodbye.
Hey,
Hey,
Doug.
there's Doug.
Hey, Doug.
Hey, Doug, how you doing?
I am here, finally.
There's Doug.
Welcome to our hangout, hell, Doug.
I am, how's it, Roxas? I am finally here in Pell City, Alabama.
There you go.
Did you see the
Well,
report?
Talladega, Alabama.
Finally, The Rock has come to New Haven.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Did you see the request from Jerry's this and that for Doyle Wolfgang von Frankenstein?
Wolfgang von Frankenstein.
He wants you to name one of the schools Doyle Wolfgang von Frankenstein.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the. Well, Jerry is telling me that he wants me to name one of the skulls Doyle. I mean, he must be making a reference to the Misfits. Now, not all of you will know who the Misfits are, but come on now.
Oh,
Is,
yeah.
I didn't miss that one, Jerry. That's not lost.
Is Twisted still alive here, or where'd he go at?
He's in and out. Hangouts have been
In and out.
jumping all around. So
Polar Bear, I have
Yeah.
a question for you.
I got an answer.
On a opposed twin, the carburetors. Okay?
Yep.
Now listen to this. I'm getting gas to my vacuum fuel pump. It's coming out of the carburetor, but it's not going into the bowl. I have blown and blew carb cleaner through the hole that returns the gas into the bowl. I checked the needle seat and everything, and it still ain't getting no gas into the bowl.
You need
Is
more.
it one of the pumps that are mounted to the carburetor, or is it a remote pump?
No, it's mounted to the carburetor. I'm getting gas. When you take the top of it off and you turn it over, she'll throw gas out. But through that hole, it's not going past the seat or the float, or I don't know what it is, man. It got me so aggravated tonight. That's the reason why I was so late getting here. I wanted to get it running tonight so that way I could get on the panel and fire it up and let y'all listen to it. I got torch cleaners. I guess that's the next thing I got to do.
I was trying to tell you, you need this.
Well,
This is a safety pin.
that opening from that pump goes in and I believe it makes a 90-degree turn and goes into the float bowl of the carburetor or to the needle and seat.
Right.
Right.
I spray carburetor cleaner through it and let the float just hang down. It'll blow right through it and come right out through the seat of the float needle seat. But when you put it all back together, it will not fill up the bowl.
Sound like something's pushing against it, holding that float up tight to where it's not coming in.
That's what. That's the only thing I could figure, Jay. That's the only thing I can figure.
What you want to do is when you're starting to put it together, look real close and see if something's touching the float or that metal strap and all that holds the float, pushing it up to hold that needle stuck up in the closed position.
That's the only thing I can figure out, Jay, because I done had the top of that carburetor off 4 different times.
Okay.
And
is that one of them
old,
is that one of them Nicky carbs?
Yeah, I think it is.
Question for you. Does that bowl have a drain plug?
Yeah.
All right. You take that drain plug out.
All right.
Spin your engine over.
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting gas into the bowl then your drain bolt is too long and it's pushing your float up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, it ran before, without no problem at all.
Something
But
is bothering me in my brain.
it's
Thank
been
you.
sitting for 4 months. The motor's been sitting for 4 months, 5 months.
Also check your fuel line from the fuel pump to the carburetor.
I'm getting gas. It's sucking gas from the tank through the vacuum pump, through the little hole. They'll shoot it all up into it and make a 90-degree and go back into the needle seat, but it's not pumping through the needle seat into the bowl. So apparently something's hanging inside that carburetor, something's hanging that float.
Yeah. Spin your bowl at 45 degrees, like 15 minutes on your clock, and get it away from the lowest point of the float.
You think you might have put the bowl on 180 degrees out, and the plug is actually pushing against the bottom of the float?
Yeah.
No, it's the way it goes on. There's only one way it goes on.
It's only got one way. I know some of them you put them in either direction.
Cedric.
The
Have a good one, Cedric.
The Venturi, it's got a bunch of little holes into it, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
It only goes one way in that carburetor.
Okay.
You can't spin it around or anything like that. And the gas is not in the way.
It's like the old updraft carburetors. The bowl is part of the carburetor itself. It's part of the casting. It's not just a separate bowl that bolts on.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole top you can take off, and the float and everything's there, and the rest of the bowl and the carburetor sitting down on the intake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you said, Ed, it's like an updraft carburetor almost.
Yeah, that's the base. It's how to describe it, how it looks when you take it apart.
And the bad thing about it is it's a 4-bolt fuel pump on it, and there's no adjustment on it. There's no air adjustment on it. And I need a 3-bolt. That's what I need. So I can adjust the fuel and air to it,
Yeah.
And the replacement part for the fuel pump is like $25 for the fuel pump side of it. If you take the 3-bolt one, it's only about $5-10 for it.
Yeah.
What I did on all those carburetors that I had that had that fuel pump made right onto that carburetor.
Yeah.
I took all that stuff off, and you can actually drill into the side of that carburetor. There's a flat spot on there.
Right.
And put a fitting in there. You got to plug the hole where the old fuel pump went in.
Yeah.
But you can go right into the side and use a remote fuel pump for them. And because I'll tell you what, them fuel pumps will fail, and you'll fill your crankcase full of gasoline.
It did it once before on me because I checked the oil every time on them, and you can tell automatically when you pull that dipstick and you wipe it off, you put it back in, you dip it out, and that thing's plumb full, and you smell of it. You can smell the gas into it. It happened to me one other time like that.
Usually on those carburetors, it happens when they're running because they're actually pumping, and it'll push that fuel right back into that vacuum line, right down into the crankcase while they're running.
Small Engine Nation says, WTF, that's William Talford Flaherty. All right? I know that personally. And Frogger's Garage says, how reliable are Predator motors?
Very reliable.
Very reliable.
A lot of people are just absolutely gaga in love with them things, and other people are just like, and then very few people I've heard of are just like, no, the thing's garbage, just junk, don't do it, you can waste your money and waste your time, and dip. I don't hear many people bipping off about them. I hear most people singing their praises. So you want to know the real deal, ask these gentlemen on the panel, anybody but me, because I own one small engine, and it is currently in non-running condition.
Justin,
Yes.
WTF means welcome to Friday stream.
I thought it meant welcome to France. Because you
Or
know
we'll try, trees fly. Yeah, they will during a hurricane or a
we all,
tornado.
we all speak French on this panel. Because all you have to do to be able to speak French is say oui when you say, instead of saying yes. And after everything you say, you just say
Oh,
Oui,
No,
no,
please don't.
parle English. Oui.
Please don't do that. Doug, what did you? Yuck.
That's what happens when the grinder kicks back on you.
Oh, there you
Choose your
go.
glove. Choose your glove right through it.
Yeah. All right then.
Lovely.
You're gonna have to get you some, more lovely gloves. Some
Oh yeah.
a little Kevlar-ish, baby.
Yeah.
Grand
Well,
Kevlar.
Frogger, those motors hold up real good. It's just when you start modifying them, you need to watch how you modify them and all, so you don't mess something up.
Do the right thing.
Yeah.
hey, I got a video on that.
Yeah, you do. I need to watch your new one that you just put out.
Hey, Doug,
Yes, sir.
we need to get you some cleaners for your safety glasses if you're cutting your thumb in your gloves with the grinder.
Yeah.
You see what you're doing.
Man, that joker kicked back and said, "Ow, that hurt."
It looks like
You
it's
have to have both hands on the wheel when you're running the full throttle.
Oh, okay. I only
Hey.
had one hand on it.
Hey, Doug, you're
Yes,
supposed
sir.
to keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times.
And your seatbelt must be strapped.
That is no fun. That's no fun, guys. Come on now. We're all about having fun.
Hey, Frogger, I really think that three-wheel moped probably doesn't need any more than a 212.
Trust me. I got a stock 212 on my chopper, and it does 45 miles an hour. A
That's when you
670
on
on a 670 on a three-wheel moped. That's trouble waiting to happen.
Yep.
It'd be fun for all of about a minute or so until
I'd
you
give
flip it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd give it about 2 seconds. The time he cranks it, the time he hits the throttle. Of course, it would look funny if he had wheelie bars on the back.
That'd be really cool with wheelie bars on the back.
Oh yeah. There you
I've
go.
actually seen them scooters and all. They beef up them little motors on them,
Yeah.
put wheelie bars and all, and drag race them. And some of them little things gets fast with them little motors they got on them.
I know a lot of scooter geeks. A lot of scooter geeks.
Did I hear Crystal laughing in the background?
Nope, that wasn't Crystal.
That was the bat.
That was my crew here.
Oh,
Nope, I know a lot of scooter geeks right in the area. There's
Tomorrow's our celebration.
up in Enfield. I know tons of them. Tons and tons and tons. Moped geeks, scooter geeks, whatever kind of bike you want to geek out on, you'll find it around here.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the wife is selling our birthdays tomorrow.
Are you doing a live stream, Doug?
Yes, sir. We are doing it.
You better do a live stream. There's been all kinds of people asking if you're going to do a live stream for your birthday party.
I know it. It's supposed to be nice and pretty down here tomorrow. And it got cold tonight, man. We had that tornado come through here last night.
We had a few here today.
You might have got that rain that we had last night, Jay.
It got rough here.
Oh yeah, David. Chances are, if you've owned one scooter and you loved it, you own others. Just like motorcycle enthusiasts, anybody that rides motorcycles a lot, they probably got more than one.
I got my coffee, Bear.
Me
It's
too.
Christmas, Doug. It ain't even June.
I can't open up the other mug that was sent to me yet. I have to do a video on it. It came from across the pond.
Okay, the coma's kicking my butt.
Well, Frogger's,
and now I do.
Frogger's, you can get a 212 Predator engine and get your hands a hold to the Honda GX200 electric start model flywheel.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Get the whole kit off of eBay for anywhere from $73 up to $115, $130, depending on what seller, and you can mount all of that together and have a 212 electric start.
You can also get the charging system from them.
Yeah, it's in that kit.
The 212.
Oh, is it the flywheel and everything? Okay.
Yeah.
212 is a 5-horse?
6.5.
It's a 6.5, but if you look on the box, it's actually written on there 7-horse.
Unless you get a Tillotson, then you got a 10-horse.
Yeah.
Unless you get the Tillotson race version.
For the money, I would get a Tillotson.
Tillotsons are already electric start on part of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That Tillotson R, it's
That's
not
a
electric
bad
start, but it's got a lot. It's already beefed up, got all the high performance stuff on it.
Yeah, and it's like $235 or something like that.
I believe in the last flyer I got from Harbor Freight, the 212's on sale for $99 with a coupon.
Yep.
Yep.
You're not going to buy a Tillotson R for
No, you're not.
No.
Not even close.
But the Tillotson R's already got the billet flywheel, the billet rod, the Mikuni carb, and all that stuff already on it.
And the springs.
Yep, it's already got all the performance parts done to it.
The only thing it doesn't have is the oversized valves.
Right.
So, which Predator engine were they selling at Harbor Freight in like around 2011?
212s.
Okay, because that's the one I got then.
Mm-hmm.
And I paid $100 for it.
Yep.
On sale. It was on sale for $100.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah, I noticed they went up on the price of the Predator engine from $99 original price. Now it's sale price, and the original price now is $124.
Yep.
Okay.
And this weekend they got a 25% off coupon.
Yeah.
Off a regular price, so you can't use that on the $99.99 sell price.
Well, you can't use the coupon on a Predator engine. They do have a separate coupon specifically for the Predator engine.
Yep.
You can go to what's the name of that website from YouTube?
Enough tools.
Yeah, Den of Tools or God, the other one there. He's all the time got coupons for Harbor Freight and everything. He's even got a website built. I can't even think of the name now. Brain fart. What are you looking at, Jay?
I'm reading the things that you can't get with that coupon real quick.
Yeah, anything that's got the word Predator or Vulcan. What's the name? What's the name of that new welder they got? That green one, Titan. Yeah, you can get that. Use that on there.
It don't say nothing about. It just says welders. It don't have specific names. It just says all welders.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't use them on the Chicago Electric ones anymore.
I tell you what, that little 110, 225 wire welder I got from Harbor Freight, that joker is a burning little son of a gun.
I'm still using my old Lincoln. It's it would be 22 years old now, I think.
Nice.
Mm.
I can't
What do
say
you got?
nothing. I'm still a fan of blue. I like my Millers.
Oh, I like my Millers too, but this one was free when I was 20 years old. Guy was throwing it away because it had the one knob on it was broke off for the wire speed, I believe. And he said it was more to fix it than it was to buy a new one. So I took it, and my buddy was an electrical engineer. He took it and put a brand new switch in it, and I've been using it ever since.
Nice.
There you go.
That switch probably went but of 20, 30 bucks maybe.
He got it from work. That's what he did at work. So
Fringe benefits.
yep.
Fringe with benefits.
Yep.
Frogger, if that thing does 43 miles an hour on a 3-wheel scooter, that's plenty quick.
Yeah, just don't make any sudden turns.
Trust me, I know how that is. 45 on my chopper
I'm tired.
with that raked out front end.
Have a good one, Stacy.
I made you coffee.
Thanks, bud.
Stacy's leaving.
Yep.
Have a good one, Stacy.
He's having internet issues like crazy.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
the only bad thing about being
He
out on the
said
road.
he said he's gonna be home by in the morning. So
Hey, low lid.
How you doing, Lolid?
low lid.
Hey, low lid.
Hey, Lilith.
Yeah, I twisted.
He's a new member to the Small Engine Nation chat.
Yes, he is. I added him in there the other night.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the little ding while I was at work.
Hey,
He is
David.
a sweet 50 Merc.
Oh,
Oh,
don't he
yeah.
though? Man, that thing is
yeah.
sweet.
It's cool looking, bro.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to use your new welder that you bought a while back?
No, not yet.
I can't wait to see how that thing works.
You and me both. Because I've been itching to get it outside, and I go to pull it out, and I get to thinking it's gonna rain.
Yep.
So I push it back in its corner.
Yep.
I'm not trying to drag a $700 welder outside to get it soaking wet.
I know,
David,
right?
Right.
Holy cow. 12 bones and a collapsed lung.
Ooh.
Who what?
The Froggers wrecked a crotch rocket 4 years ago. 12 broken bones and a collapsed lung.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a no bueno. Mm-mm.
Hey, David. When you get your shop bill, don't spend the money on insulation. Go get you some cardboard that's free and put in your walls,
well, I thought about doing something a little different.
or styrofoam.
Yeah, styrofoam.
If you could find a place that has, just pieces of styrofoam, that you use for packing or something like that, get that free stuff, man.
Hey, David, a buddy of mine told me about something that I thought about doing.
What's that?
He used to work at like Farmers Furniture and all. And when they get them couches and stuff in, it's got long sheets of 1 inch to 1.5 inch thick cardboard. I'm talking about sheets the size of the couch.
Yeah, corrugated.
It's not corrugated. It's just solid styrofoam. That's inside the boxes that the couches and stuff come in.
Oh, yeah.
They take that out and they throw it into dumpsters. A lot of times you go talk to them, they'll give you all that styrofoam to get it out of their way. There you go.
Just go back behind the furniture store to their dumpsters.
All
if
them
it's
sheets
not
that you
illegal.
want.
Yeah, going back to the Sears where the bums live, and you'll find yourself a refrigerator box.
We don't have a Sears anymore.
No.
And unfortunately, around here, they catch you behind a building, hanging around the dumpster, you go to jail.
What?
Yeah. That's why. Well, there's a furniture company around here called Levitt's. If you go dumpster diving in their dumpster anymore, you'll get busted. And that's not for me. That's the guys that were there before me because I'm the one that almost got busted.
Uh,
But Levitt's is a nice. You used to be able to get some nice furniture from that place. Their dumpster was always teeming. I mean, their showroom floor was covered with very nice pieces of furniture for you to purchase. Yes, that's how I got all my furniture there. Wink, wink.
But like I said, you talk to them a lot of times, they'll give you all that, so they ain't got to.
Yeah.
It won't cost them
Talk
as
to
much
the-
as having that dumpster hauled off all the time.
Yep.
Talk to the drivers. Talk to the drivers because usually you're the ones that load the truck and strip
Yep.
all the stuff off. Talk to the drivers.
I try to usually catch some of those people, but they're at work about the same time I am.
You probably can't get nothing from work, could you?
No.
Yeah, I figured that.
They have big balers that do all that cardboard.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, see, Walmart, they recycle all their cardboard by sending them out in bales.
Mm.
Well, when I first got hired in, they had a sign that used to hang up back there in the layaway section. It says, "We are eco-friendly. We recycle 100% of everything." I looked at the store manager and laughed. He says, "Why are you laughing?" I said, "Did you read that sign?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "You don't recycle plastic, do you?" He just paused for a minute. He goes, "Me and you need to have a talk."
I gotta tell you something about that recycling cardboard thing that happened to me several times over the years. I'm standing there and I need some cardboard, and there's a cardboard dumpster in front of me, and I'm grabbing pieces of it, and my friend's assisting me because they have the vehicle, of course, because I don't have a license or a vehicle. So my friend's helping me grab some cardboard, and he's like, companies that recycle this. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about this. This is all free recycling anyway. And he's telling me, oh yeah, but the companies that recycle this stuff, they rely on long, straight pieces of this stuff so they can cut, fresh pieces out of it so they can, reuse those pieces. In other words, recycling.
No.
He was under the impression that they took clean pieces of cardboard they find in the dumpster and cut them to the size that they needed for other boxes and things made out of cardboard. And I informed him, no, this all gets pulped. This all gets shredded up and pulverized, and they add like liquid and chemicals and things to it and make a slurry out of it, and they make new cardboard out of it. He's like, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, so, yeah. And my cousin's standing there one time trying to tell me the same thing. He's like, I know, I work at a paper factory. I'm like, yeah, and the fumes have apparently damaged your brain.
Yeah.
Go sit down, have a copious smile. I'll be able to wipe your chin. Jeez, man, come on.
That sounds about.
Do they rinse out and reuse the plastic bottles?
Hey, Captain, that sounds about like what they told a boy over at a buddy of mine's house one time. And the hate to say it, but the boy believed him. We was all eating off paper plates and all, and he's like, "Where do I throw this?" And my buddy says, "Oh, we don't throw paper plates away. We wash them." The boy was seen 20 minutes later in there trying to wash a paper plate, and it was falling apart. And I'm sitting there looking at him. I'm like, no, he did not just do that.
I've been told to save my plate before. People have tried to joke around with me saying, oh, yeah, we wash them and we put them back in the stack. I'm like, yeah, I'm 12, not 5. So, yeah.
Recycled cardboard usually ends up in products like Duralog, Duraflame logs.
Lola had said you have to dry clean them.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even
Good
get me
one,
started.
Lolid.
Oh man.
We let the dog clean it and then we reuse it.
Oh, okay. Who used to watch what you call it?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, exactly. There was a show that I was watching. It was a cartoon or something, and the person's parents were Asian, and they were washing and drying paper towels.
Shop towels you might be able to do that with.
Does anybody remember that? I thought it was a cartoon. It might have been a real show. But somebody,
That I don't know.
It would have had to have been called the Ultimate Recyclers.
no, it was just that it was ridiculous and it was funny. You know, like people just like doing something that we wouldn't do because we find it unnecessary to save paper towels. We wiping things over and then just throw it away and be done with it. But no, they seem to have missed the point of disposable paper towels. That was the joke. But anyway, now that I've completely ruined it, even for myself, I don't remember which show it was from. I was trying to remember.
Everybody has that one granny that has the sweater sleeve full of Kleenexes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That reminds me of one of my favorite movies when I was growing up, A Christmas Story.
Oh.
And he was standing at the top of the stairs wearing this like pink abomination because she thought he was a little girl. Like,
yeah,
for like a decade, she was under the impression that he was a little girl. So she made him this very nice
pink rabbit costume.
bunny pajamas. Oh man.
I gotta go. I'll see y'all.
Have a good one, Doug.
All right. We'll see you.
I gotta go get my.
I still want to find a nice picture of him, of Ralphie standing at the top of the stairs wearing that outfit and put that image on a t-shirt. I still want that on a t-shirt for myself. I don't care if anybody else wants it, but I want that for me.
That would be hilarious.
Because
I have the DVD. I can send it to you.
Man, when I got older, I watched that show again, and I don't know, I might have smoked a little something that night. And I was watching that movie, and I tell you what, I watched that particular scene, and it was funny to me somehow. So funny, in fact, that I almost fell off the couch laughing. So I'm just, and from then on, I when I see that picture, I'm like, it's just freaking hilarious. It was hilarious when I was a little kid because even a little kid would find that stupid. But
have a good one there, David.
As an adult, okay. All right, David, we'll see you, bud.
Here's David Collins.
As an adult, I almost lost it. Triple chocolate Twix. What are you doing, bud?
You're killing me. Now you're going to want me to... I'm not going nowhere else tonight.
That says chocolate cookie bars, chocolate caramel with milk chocolate. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's something new that they started putting out, and I think they're like $1.28 where I'm at.
Hey, Justin, they have those T-shirts.
Yeah, David Collins. I don't. I mean, it couldn't have been anything, like too detrimental, but it was enough where it was hilarious, buddy. They do have the T-shirt.
Yes. Where I live at, the Christmas Story house is just like an hour or so away from me.
Oh yeah.
And they have they have a big marathon up there every year during, and there's a shit ton of people wearing those shirts, and the whole costumes and everything else, and they have Ralphie on there with the bunny suit.
Oh wow!
Yep. So
Oh,
up there,
wow.
someplace in Cleveland, they sell those T-shirts.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
And at one time, you used to be able to find those lamps.
Oh yeah, you still can. My friend,
Oh, yeah.
a few years back, it was probably like 2009, 2010, about a decade ago. So it's over a few years, but he got a string of them, like Christmas light kind of type thing, and there was a bunch of legs, like.
No, I'm talking about the full size ones, like
Oh,
was
yeah,
in the
yeah.
movie.
You could get it
I was
in
like,
the full,
wow.
you could get it in the full size, and you could get it in the desk lamp size too.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, the Christmas Story House is actually a really huge attraction up there. And they sell all kinds. You can go through tours. You can actually rent and stay in it overnight.
That's a little bit too much. I can't even watch the movie, and they want me to rent and stay in the house. I don't think so. It's bad enough they play that movie nonstop, back to back for 24 hours straight.
Tractor,
What?
you may have to go to the store for this.
Why?
Oh yeah,
It is
No doubt.
so good.
I'm not doing like I did the other night. Got wanting something sweet to eat and ended up leaving here, going to Walmart at 2 in the daggone morning. No.
It is good.
No.
It's worth it.
I think I got some Neapolitan ice cream in yonder. I might go dip me a small bowl of that before I go to bed.
Eat it with it.
Have a good one, Frogger.
Did y'all
Be careful, Frogger.
stream just freeze for a second?
Later, Frogger. Yeah, you need to eat one of these.
Yeah,
No,
you got Jessica saying she wants one too.
Listen to me for a second. Did y'all stream just freeze for like a few seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does that every so often for me.
There's been terrible things going on the internet, like freezes and crashes and like loading and
Yeah.
circle of death type stuff going on for at least a couple of days straight. Like here too, Crystal's been having wicked bad problems. I'm not having as much trouble, but I'm having trouble like downloading stuff and like making stuff happen with this what do you call it? I reformatted my computer and my PC just keeps giving me the middle finger over and over again, man. Like I haven't been able to get anything done on this thing in over a week.
Well, for the last week at work, my phone has been going dead like 3/4 of the way through the day. It'll be down to like 10%. And usually it never went below 60.
But something's using 50% of your power. There
Right.
might be a background program that's running.
It's stuck in the will of everybody.
There might be a background program running. You might want to go through your protocols and see what's running behind the scenes on your phone.
I've already shut everything down. I even turned the notifications off for the Hangouts and don't get those. And it's still doing it.
Yeah, there's
Turn
like
your mobile data off.
there's supposedly a storm here. I didn't hear anything a second ago, but it just started. It's making a liar out of me because now I can hear outside. Finally, the crystal's telling me the wind's really blowing out there and it's raining like crazy. I'm like, okay, but I didn't even hear it. That's right before I said something to you. That's the first time I've heard it tonight. So, man, timing's just a little off, I guess, all around. But I don't know, man.
Well,
David's killing me talking about that daggone. Now he's got me wanting to go to town to get a Twix.
Bring me one, Jay. And Jessica, too.
I know, right?
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's worth the trip. It was worth the $1.28 that I spent to get it because I got two of them.
David, it's midnight here and I don't have a car.
Call
Walmart's
Grubhub.
open 24 hours.
I'm not calling Grubhub for a Twix.
And David, if I went and got me one and got Jessica one, if I showed up at her house, her dad would come out with a shotgun, and that wouldn't be no bueno. I don't
Well,
go up to people's house that late at night, not unless there's an emergency, because I do not want to get shot.
Just
we-
toss
we-
it out,
Always
toss
got
out the
a
window
double
as you drive
chocolate
by.
Twix in your hands.
Hey Jay, it's
Huh.
not just Georgia. Connecticut's like that too.
Yeah,
I
I don't even like calling people after about 9 o'clock at night.
don't care about that. I'll ring you up, be like, "Hey, did you know it's 2:30? Good night." Click. I'm that guy.
Captain, I could actually see you doing that.
No, I really am that guy. I did that on and off for like a year to my ex-girlfriend's brother because he sleeps weird hours. I called at 4 o'clock in the afternoon one day and he threatened to kill me because he thought it was 4 a.m. Bob, you're a moron. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You've been napping. You need to lay off the drugs and like get some help. Because wow, dude, you just totally brain farted and then threatened to kill me. You stupid, stupid man. What is wrong with you? It's 4 in the afternoon.
No, what's bad? What's bad is when you lay down and take a nap and it gets dark at around 6 or whatever during the wintertime. You lay down, take a nap, and you wake up, and it's right there where it's either starting to get dark or starting to get light, and it says 6. And you're sitting there scratching your head hard. Is it morning time or is it nighttime? Is it morning time or is it nighttime? Do I need to get up and get dressed or go back to sleep?
It happens once in a while. It does.
I actually done that one time. Jumped up, threw on my clothes, thought I was going to be late for work, run in there to the living room. I was fixed to go out the door, and they look at me and was like, "Where are you going?" I said, "To work." You don't have to be at work till in the morning. It's 6 something. It's time for me to get ready to go to work. No, it's not time. God. Back to bed I went.
I did something similar to like that in it was near the end of the I don't know if it was the end of the school year. Well, anyway, it was nice out, and I thought it was morning. I get up and I take a shower and I brush my teeth. I make breakfast, which I decided to have waffles with syrup, and I get all my school books ready and I go out to. I'm about to go outside to the bus stop, and my aunt comes walking in through the door, coming home from work, and says to me, "Where are you going?" And I said, I'm going out to the bus stop to wait for the bus. And she's like, "You don't have school until tomorrow morning." And I'm like, I put my books back on the counter. I went in the living room. I kicked off my shoes and I grabbed the remote control and I turned the TV on. And I tried not to act too embarrassed, even though I was almost terrified. Like, wow, that really bothered me.
Hey, Alexander
really,
Smith.
really bad.
Hey, Alexander.
Alexander, how you doing?
Hey, David, did they got them Twix like that in the bags of them? The fun size ones?
I don't know. I know these are new to our store,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know how they brought in the new stuff. If they're doing these as a trial.
Time to Google it.
Like the single double pack.
All right.
I've seen the double 4-pack, which is these, the ones that I got.
I'm able to breathe normally again. My food is starting to digest. It's no longer pressing against my lungs. No, I know that some of you have eaten so much you're just like, I'm so full. I can't take a full breath.
It says here Walmart's got the 18 count box for $19.85.
That sounds like an investment.
That sounds like I'm going to end up having to make a trip to the Walmart.
You're investing in candy bars?
Yeah, but at least he'll have enough he can sit out there in the shop.
Fellas, you're investing in candy bars?
Pretty much.
And they're good ones.
Meat slicers and cut slices off of it so you can make your investment last. A nibble at a time.
I'm gonna buy a meat slicer, and I'm gonna slice oranges with it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Watch, we'll see. We'll make a YouTube video about it, maybe. Yeah.
I wonder if you took one of them candy bars back to the deli and asked them to slice it, if they would look at you like you were crazy.
They'd probably throw you out of the deli.
Most likely. Well, I just want to get me a white rabbit and get me a glass bowl with cherries in it and sit it on my front porch. So if anybody comes up, you just see a rabbit with blood dripping out of his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
It-
Love that movie.
no, the one that was eating the cherries out of the bowl there, that was a very fluffy rabbit.
Yeah.
That was a fluffy fella.
But it reminded me of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I totally understand, yes. But I'm saying, wow, was that rabbit fluffy.
Yep.
I think I know what I'm going to do for Halloween now.
What?
I've got to invest into a white rabbit suit and a chainsaw.
Okay, you gonna go Donnie Darko on us or what?
Johnny Mnemonic would be better. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, it would be worse if you actually put a mask on the rabbit to begin with and then put all of that on.
Okay, yes, put a human mask on the rabbit.
Yeah.
A Hillary Clinton mask.
Doing pretty good, Alexander. How about you?
I was thinking maybe along the lines of maybe Alice Cooper or what's that idiot's name?
Randy Rhodes?
Adam Schiff.
No.
We need somebody horrifying, right? Those eyes.
Oh, what the hell is it?
Who has eyes like
What's
that?
the one that went to jail for eating people? Ted Bundy.
No, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dahmer. There you go.
Well, there are several of them out there that were nibblers.
You could say Jeffrey Dahmer was just a connoisseur of good food. I seen that on a meme. I had to.
He had very discerning taste.
I ate his liver with a nice Chianti.
And I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Oh.
Well, see, everybody, has been doing the clowns and the Dracula and, the gory ones. I want to do something that's going to be cute and scary as hell.
So, Furby?
How about dress up in a diaper and wings and all like Cupid, but carry machetes instead? Have a quiver of machetes on your back.
Gremlins?
A life-size, like a human-sized Furby with machete. And a diaper.
or a life-size Mogwai and have a thing that says I'm the star attraction at the Dunkin' booth.
Ooh. Or dress up as an FBI agent. The word taxation across the chest. Now, Hot Rod muted his mic on that one.
Do what now?
I said Hot Rod muted his mic on that one.
He says he wish it would get warm in there. Where are you that it's cold? Are you in the garage?
I went to a Halloween party one time as a tooth fairy. I had a flannel shirt on, blue jeans, my work boots, and all that, with wings, a tutu, and a baseball bat.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't mean in here. I meant where I'm at.
That would have been. I could just imagine that. That's crazy, Fuller.
6'3" tooth fairy with a baseball bat.
Yep.
Yeah.
At first, people didn't understand. They're like, "Okay, what are you supposed to be?" I'm like, "I'm the Tooth Fairy."
6'3" fairy, 6'3" fairy, 6'3" fairy with a baseball bat. It's a tongue twister. I'm practicing.
If you don't give me the teeth, I'll take them.
Yeah, I got the joke. Oh wait, I had my teeth taken out years ago, and you know where this is going.
What was? I'm trying to remember the movie and all. He said we're like the Tooth Fairy, but we knock the teeth out and take the money anyway. What movie was that in? I can't remember now, but I remember that part. They talking about we're like the Tooth Fairy. We knock their teeth out and take the money.
You know what? I hate to say it. Google's your best friend.
Yeah.
I don't use Google.
Gargle, gargle, gargle.
No, I use me a Yahoo.
Yahoo!
Yep, that's for certain.
Are the rumors true? Are they going to remake
Yeah,
the Rock?
that's David. That's David.
What? Who? What?
Twist is having connection issues and all. He can't. It keeps kicking him off.
Right.
He said his cell phone was showing 2G connection for a little bit, and it just dies.
Okay.
But yeah, it's 12:30 here. I think I'm fixing to get off here and get ready to go to bed.
A little.
Yeah.
I've had itis for about an hour now.
All right,
I'm
Dave.
surprised.
Oh, man.
With all that breading Justin ate, I'm surprised he's still awake and don't have keyboard marks on his forehead.
I know, right?
Well, I'm a little stiff today. I can't fall all the way forward. I ended up eating the keyboard.
Yeah, y'all, I think I'm going to call it a night. I hope all of y'all have a great night and a better tomorrow. And we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all hopefully if I can catch Doug's stream tomorrow, I'll be on there on Doug's. But if not, I'll catch y'all Sunday.
Time's he going live?
He did not say.
That works.
But y'all have a good night.
Good night, Jay.
All right. You too, Jay.
All right, Jay.
Later, Jay.
See you, Jay. And then there was 5.
And there was 3. And there was the 1. There can only be 1.
Oh man.
Wasn't there a movie where they were counting down the people on the internet in the chat or something like that, killing them off or something?
I don't know. Somebody just.
I haven't seen any new good movies in quite some time.
What, you're not into the new Disney princess lineup? You're not into the latest Disney princess?
No.
They call him Kyle.
I did just see on the news tonight that Minnie Mouse is going butch. She's getting long pants and a sailor's hat and completely makeover.
Oh, so they're turning her into pink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody has a leak.
No, but I do have a yawn coming on, so this is going to be my farewell, gentlemen. I am getting off of here. Have
All
a
right.
good night. Thank you for having me, as always. # Small Engine Nation.
Later, Cap.
Good night, fellas.
Good night.
Night, Justin.
How you doing?
one of my bosses was texting me, letting me know that she put our new mod sheets for next week on the mod cart. And I told us, yeah, I'm doing a live stream. I'm living the life of a famous person. She thinks it's pretty cool. I got a cool boss. I'll be in the middle of work and she'll stop me from working just to chit chat with me.
No.
Mine does that too. And now that it's getting warmer and he's got his golf cart out, he'll come out of his office and go, "Hey, we need to go look at something. We'll get on the golf cart and go up and ride around through campus." I'm like, you do know I have things to do, right? They'll get done. We need to go see this. Okay.
David, I do believe that I've stopped you in the middle of work just to keep that.
Yeah, you did quite a few times. I think a couple of times that you contacted me while I was at work. I was on break.
Yeah, sometimes. Although we have watched you scan items on the shelf before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always fun. They get a little irritated with me when I do that. I'm like, hey, it's putting it out there, putting your prices out there, putting your product out there, letting people know we have it in the store, and you want to complain about free advertisement. Are you an idiot? Then they think about it for a minute, turn and walk off.
We got an item in the store the other day, and they actually had to pull all the items off the shelf because they didn't have a scannable barcode.
Yeah, we get stuff in like that all the time.
So they pull all the product off the shelf and call the vendor and tell the vendor to put a UPC code on it or to pick it up.
Oh, our vendors are real intelligent. What they'll do, they'll send one representative to the store the very next day. They won't even let us pull it off the shelf. So as people pull it off, we're having to go back up front, retrieve it, and put it back on the shelf. They send one person out that has it's basically a portable label maker is what it is. And they'll key in that item, just the name of it, and it spits out the UPC. And instead of putting it on each one of the products, they'll make a roll of labels and say, okay, when our product comes in here, put these on there. I'm like, no. We do not do that. It's your product. You're paying for the space. You put the labels on your product. We got other things that's got to be done.
Or just load all your products back up and take them back with you.
Yeah. I had to get a hold to the assistant manager, which had to get a hold to the co-manager, which had to get a hold to the store manager. Because unfortunately, Walmart, you have to go through the chain of command, which takes forever. And the store manager had to call the main vendor and chew them out. And then the main vendor had to come out to do it instead of sending another lackey out there. Because he told him, he says, either you come do it or you just lose your spot. Unfortunately for him, we've got a market store and a super center, same town, just on opposite ends. And 26 miles in each direction, there's a store. So he had to wind up sending out 36 people to hit all these stores between Danville and Virginia Beach, so they can get all that stuff labeled. because it would have cost us more to send it back to them for them to turn around and have to send it back to us.
Yep.
With new labels. Like, y'all just don't have a clue. I mean, if they wanted us to put labels on it, all they had to do was email us the barcode. We could have scanned the screen and printed the labels.
All you had to do was put the barcode that's on the item into the system.
There was no barcode on it.
Oh, well, the stuff that we were trying to buy had barcodes on it, but it wouldn't register in the system. So the store manager said, no, we can't sell any of that item. And didn't have the proper barcode on it. So,
You know what? That did not come from. There was a step missed in the inventory preparation at the warehouse. See, when I scan something at my job and it comes up NOF, which is not on file, I can forcibly put that product on file. And it'll give me the option for, how much it should cost, if it's discountable by employees, or if it can be used as EBT. All that's on one screen. And of course, I have to call home office to make sure that the price that comes up on the screen is going to be what it's selling for before I print the label out, or before I allow it in the system. We lost our person that's supposed to oversee it at our store. They got rid of the position, so now we got to go through home office to do everything. Yes, a very, very lovely line of work that Walmart's created.
it's not like you have a shortage of things to do.
Right. Yeah, our mod team for our size store is supposed to be no less than 7. And we're in a store that's 221,000 square feet. About 189,000 square feet of it is sellable merchandise, on the shelf. The rest of it is either storage, TLE, or back room. We had over 100 mods drop Wednesday last week, and they drop every week. I couldn't tell you how many mods fell this week. So if we don't get to a certain area to set a mod, oh well, I'm sorry. I can't make 2 of them.
They clean that area up so you can do that one area with mods?
No.
So that hadn't been done yet? Just got to skip over and go to the next section?
No. I had that conversation with our store manager Thursday morning, and the same conversation with our co-manager Wednesday morning. And I told him, what our department managers are supposed to do is go through, they get what they call section work. They take a 4-foot section. They're supposed to take everything out of that section, clean the shelves, replace any strips, missing labels, check for dates, things like that, and put the product back on and do their on-hand change at that point. Scan each item, make sure everything's coming up right in the system. It scans, it tells them it's got 12. They're supposed to have 12 on the shelf. If not, they're supposed to correct it. And pull out any clearance and set it into a section specified for clearance only. Unfortunately, they do not do that. We got certain department managers that do, and we got some that think it's a myth or think it's somebody else's job to do because it never gets done until the mod team comes through, which makes our job that much harder and lasts that much longer. And I told our store manager, in order for us to be the quote unquote well-oiled machine that you want us to be, you need to get some gears in here that work. Right now, you're working with a handful of stripped gears that's not working out for anybody. And he looked at me kind of weird, and he says, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, let me break it down to you like this. You want us to be faster in setting these mods?" "Yep." "Okay. What would make it go faster?" He says, "I don't get what you mean." I said, "What would make the mod set faster? Us not having to pull the clearance out and deal with that? Shelves already be, semi-clean, just a little dust or whatever on there, and not having to replace the strips that hold the labels." He said, "That's supposed to be done anyway." I said, "Well, maybe you need to do a closer inspection at your store because it's not happening. You can't expect us to go through, 100 and some odd mods in a week and be ready for the next drop on the next week when we're having to deal with this."
Well, 100 and some odd mods, that means about 25 mods a night. And it's a 4-foot by 4-foot section of store. So 4 foot by 25 is about 100 feet or 100 square foot of floor a night.
Actually, one mod can go anywhere from 1 2.5 foot section, or actually a 1.5 foot section, to 84 feet for one mod. So you're looking at anything from a side kick to a full complete aisle up and down both sides. And they expect, 4 people to get it done. And these aren't, minor mods, which is like label changes or maybe adjust the shelf and make room for a new product to be, replacing what's clearance. No, these are major. A lot of these are major mods where everything has to come off because it's either going into a different section or multiple different sections. And shelves have to be added in or replaced, or pegs have to be added in. One section alone, about a month and a half ago, had 198 pegs in one section, and the next section had 216 pegs. And they have to be counted, spaced, and labeled, and then the product put on. So, yeah.
I never figured you for a pegger.
Okay, that other wheel's coming loose now.
That wheel already fell off.
We moved to the other one now.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, Ed, we're like a quad prop plane with only one prop running. So we do a couple donuts here and there. It's okay.
Hey, Dave, you guys got the call ahead grocery pickup thing going on at your stores?
Yeah. Yeah.
I go in there when I go to Walmart. It's usually in the middle of the night and stuff when there's not so many crowds and not so many weird people there. The people that are pulling them groceries and that are rude as hell. They will run your ass over.
Well, our what they call OGP, which is their online grocery, they come in at roughly about 5 o'clock in the morning, between 4:30 5 o'clock, and that's when they start their, getting their orders together, instead of trying to do it all night long.
Well, I mean, I've been in there anywhere from midnight till 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was standing there the one time trying to find something on a shelf, And this girl come by with the big cart thing and her little list, and slammed into my cart so hard that it banged into the shelves, and she just kept on a truck and didn't even say a word.
Yeah, they're pressured into got to get it. You know, got to get it done. That way you can move to the next list. They don't. It's. I can say a whole lot, and I can't.
Yeah, I know.
I would have just been like, pardon me, but I didn't mean to be in your way. Next time I'll try to stay out of your way and make them feel about 2 inches tall and then just leave it at that.
Oh no, she was going so fast that I didn't even have time to say anything to her.
Yeah, they got their face in that little handheld hunting for the product.
Yeah.
Which is rude, yes.
So a couple of my friends keep, because I hate going during the regular hours when like everybody's in there. And a couple of my friends were like, well, just do the call ahead or order it online and pick it up. I'm like, I don't buy enough. It's like 2 bags worth of stuff, maybe. Oh, they'll do it. I'm like, I don't want to make somebody do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel that's more for somebody that's buying, $100 or $200 worth of groceries and don't want to spend the hour in the store walking around loading their cart.
Yeah.
Not somebody that's gonna be in there for 20 minutes because they know where the stuff's at, and
They just revamped our store and they actually cut back on the auto checkouts. And they've actually started opening lanes up for people to go through the lanes and have people ring their stuff up.
I went in one night and it was probably 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and the only thing open was the auto tellers. They had no checkout person, and I'm like walking around. And I asked one of the people in the yellow jackets or yellow vests that's up there. I'm like, "Do you have a checkout that's open?" Well, we got the self checkout over here. You can use. And I said, "Well, I don't want to be rude, but I'm sorry. I've already worked for this money once to buy these groceries. I'm not working again to buy the groceries. If you want to open a lineup, I'll go through. If not, I'm out. And she's like, well, I can help you. I'm like, you can do it for me. I said, but I'm not doing it. And she's like, well, I can't technically do it for you. You have to do it. I said, okay. I said, well, have a great evening, and just walked away from my cart and walked out and left.
Yeah.
Normally they got a tobacco lane that has somebody in there because you can't get your own tobacco.
Right. But I walked up and down that thing like 3 times. There was no lights on, nobody around. And like I said, I asked one of the people in the yellow vests, and they're like, nope, all we got right now is open is the automatic checkout or the self checkout. I mean, I've used it a couple times, and it's not that it's a problem or anything. I just feel that somebody should, I'm paying premium for these groceries, so I figure somebody should be there to check them out.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Our local store, the general manager has got the grocery side stocking shelves between 3 and 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So when everybody's in there trying to buy their groceries for the day, they've got all these pallets and cages full of product that they're trying to put on the shelf, and you can't hardly get around them. And then you can't find anything on the shelf.
Yeah, that's their what they call a Cap 2 team. You got part of them that unload the trucks, and then you got that work on GM side, and then you got another part of the team that works only on grocery side. They unload the grocery truck and separate it and start putting it out. And I do apologize for that. It's something home office has done, and they think it's making associates more productive when it's counterproductive. because they've been trying for years to get rid of third shift. The only problem is people shop during those hours because they either work first or second, and this is the only time they can get in there to buy the stuff. So, you know, when I got hired in, our overnight crew was 45 strong. Now we're lucky if we have 7 strong. Same size store, whole lot less people.
Yep.
And we're still getting the same, you know, 4,000 piece truck, 1,700 piece truck, sometimes 2 and 3 trucks. One night a couple of weeks ago, we had over 5,000 pieces coming in. Same day, we had 5 unloaders on GM side, and then we had a 2,300 piece truck just for dry grocery, not counting dairy, frozen, not counting any of that. And with a grand total of second shift, as far as the unloaders it went, you had maybe 12 scheduled to work. But, you know, they have to get all the consumables ran. I don't know who the dummy is at home office, you know, but, you know, one, it's not a production job. You're not getting paid per case. You're getting paid per job. And 2, you know, when you don't have enough people to cover the amount of freight that comes in to begin with, I don't care what a computer model says. That computer is not working the freight. That piece of paper is not working the freight.
Nope.
For the person
the warehouse when I was working for them, because they kept giving me floor loads, floor rugs, area rugs, and or sheets and linen, and they want you to move 450 cases an hour on unloading production, and you get a whole entire semi-trailer full of rugs that are unsorted, and they want you to unload 450 of those rugs in an hour, but yet you got to group them in groups of 10, and they go on a chip pallet with a rack. And so the slotters and the freight handlers have to slot that, and they have to bring the cages to you to put the rugs in the warehouse. And if you can't get the space to set all that up so you can sort those rugs out, there's no way you're making that kind of rate.
No.
And I just told my supervisor, I said, look, I don't mind doing it, and I do as good a job as anybody can do. But if this is the kind of stuff you're going to give me, that's fine, but I'm not going to make production, and you know that. And they said, well, you got to get that done so you can get a good load to make your rate. And I said, no, what you need to do is you need to put about 4 or 5 people on those floor load trailers, knock them out, and then bring in the rest of the freight. So then everybody takes a short couple hour hit on production, and then everybody gets back into doing stuff that's making production.
Yeah.
Well, we can't do that. And I said, well, you know, I don't care. So I went from there to working in the shipping department as a loan out worker, and I was making 220% production. The shipping supervisor wanted to pull me out of receiving and put me in shipping because I could do the work of 3 people. And they wouldn't let him, the receiver manager supervisor wouldn't let me transfer over there because nobody else wanted to do the freight that I was unloading.
Hey guys, I'm gonna hop off. I need to go to bed.
All right,
All right, Rod.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you for
Oh,
joining.
thanks for being here.
No problem.
So I ended up just telling them, you know, in no polite circumstances whatsoever where they could take their job.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I could work in shipping and make rate, and I can work in order filling and in the mods running break pack, which is all where they have the totes and they put all the individual orders per store in.
Yeah.
And I can make 150 to 175% production in that. Couldn't get it out of my supervisor on the receiving dock.
Yeah, it's funny they want to sit there and say, well, you know, if you're a supervisor, you're supposed to be able to outwork your associate.
Right.
But if you can't outwork your associate, why are you still considered a supervisor? And you're supposed to have 100% know-how how to do it the quickest, fastest way. And you're supposed to be training these people to be supervisors. That way they can move up. They don't do that.
Nope.
And from what I've seen happen at certain stores, not just at Walmart, but certain other stores, I still scratch my head and try and figure out how the hell they even make money with the way they, you know, certain people that they promote, how they promote them, or how they get promoted. I don't understand their logic, which obviously there was none, because it only takes just a not even a drop of forethought to see that you got a person with you know, CPA, you know, all these degrees and stuff from college, but don't know their butt from a hole in the ground. And
I was doing some telephone work in a JCPenney's corner store at a mall. And I was trying to get access into one of the storage rooms. And the store manager told me that there wasn't a storage room where I said there was a storage room. He was a store manager for almost 12 years. And they had actual inventory in that storage room that had dust on it that had been sitting there so long. And he never even knew that storeroom was there.
oh my God.
I was like, you're the store manager? I actually had to make him pull the prints out from the building and show him where I wanted to get to on a print. And he's like, that space isn't there. And I said, get one of your maintenance guys. The maintenance guy's like, yeah, that area is there, but we don't use it anymore. He unlocked the door so I could get in there. And the manager was like, what the hell?
I'm going to tell you what, people have their ways.
I don't know what they ended up doing with all that inventory, but it had been sitting there for a long, long time to have the dust on it that it had sitting on it.
I could probably guarantee you it wasn't even in their system anymore.
Oh, yeah. It was nowhere even close to that.
It's no telling. They probably either auctioned it off between the associates or sent it to Goodwill.
My guess is they threw it in the trash.
Yeah.
Knowing the way JCPenney's operates, they don't give anything away.
They don't even like giving jobs away.
No, they would rather throw something in the trash than to sell it on clearance.
Yeah.
Well, I went into our local JCPenney right there before Christmas and was looking for a golf shirt, dark colored golf shirt. And the only one I could find in my size in what they called the big and tall section was $75.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
You could go buy a nice button-up dress shirt at Men's Warehouse for a fraction of that.
Yeah. I actually ended up going to a golf shop and getting one for like $18 or something like that, $19.
Polo shirts like that you normally can buy at Walmart for about $12, even in the big and tall sizes.
they not right there before Christmas. It's not the time of the year for them. They didn't have them.
Mm-hmm. That's what
They had like two of them, but they were like light colored and stripy and stuff like that. I wanted a solid like black or dark blue, and like I said, I ended up having to. I was going everywhere, and because I needed this shirt, and I was talking to one of my buddies or one of friends. It's a female friend, and she's like, "Go to the golf shop right there around the corner from where you're at." She goes, "See what they have." And I walked in there and I kind of felt stupid and like, yeah, I said, I need a polo like golf shirt type deal, and like, yep, we got a bunch of them. I'm like, okay. I said, you got them big and tall? He goes, well, we don't really have a big and tall section, but we go up to 5X. So let's go back and look and see what we got. I'm like, okay. Walk back, and I'm figuring they're gonna be like $25-$30 in this golf shop. It's $18 or $19, I think, plus tax. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. I mean, it was a summer shirt, but still, beggars can't be choosers.
Oh yeah.
2 years ago, I bought a Swiss Tech coat from Walmart, and it has a zip-in liner. And I think I give $50 for it or something. And hell, I've never had the liner in it once. That damn thing will make you almost sweat just wearing it in the wintertime. When it's about 5 degrees outside.
Well, what kind of sucked about that whole deal, me getting that shirt is I have a bunch of golf shirt, polo shirts and stuff like that, but they all have the university name and stuff on them. So, and I didn't want that for what I was wearing it for, and so I had to actually go out and buy something.
Something a sticky label couldn't work out on.
No, no, not for what I needed it for.
Well, I'm gonna drop his stream right here, and I'm gonna get with you, Fuller.
Okay.
For anybody that's left in the chat, thank you for coming in, and thank you for standing by while we were having the technical difficulties that made the stream rather interesting. So we'll see y'all Sunday night, and if you miss it Sunday night, we will see you next Friday.
Y'all have a good night. Take care.
Man, I just got here. Y'all leaving.
Yes, sir.
Good night, y'all.